Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's having a great Monday. Hope you tune in tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern, for our live stream where we always get live up in here. So, we have some interesting news. Today is our very first day of voluntary workouts. We've had the captain's workouts with over 30 guys actually showing up and already getting themselves in shape. But now the training staff and coaches can start working with the players to really get them on board. Before today, it's basically, as it is called, the captain's workouts. They're able to work out with the team captains, basically leading the workouts of things. So this is actually where we finally start getting everything together. One of the players that we have to watch and see where this is going to go is tight end Dalton Schultz. Dalton Schultz, much maligned. A lot of people have kind of underestimated him. A lot of people have said, well, he sucks at blocking. He's not going to break any tackles. He's regular. Well, he's been franchise tagged by the Dallas Cowboys, where he is scheduled to make $10.9 million. He has put on some extra weight. He's actually gotten his body a little bit heavier, adding about 5 or 6 pounds of strength. Um, Him talking about the loss of Amari Cooper. We're a better team on offense with him. The next step is having guys step up. There's room to grow in other aspects of our game. So he's also said, and this is in the last few minutes, ample opportunities to catch passes from Dak Prescott this offseason. It's super important. Anytime you can throw with your quarterback, you can't get enough of it. It's almost invaluable. We're definitely ahead of where we were in 2021. And this was my whole premise this morning in my morning video, that the Dallas Cowboys are already doing something that they could not do last year that I think will pay dividends. Now in this age of lack of having practice time. This isn't back when I grew up where you had 6 weeks of training camp with two-a-days and a special teams practice married in the middle. Right now, you get one padded practice a day, and you only have 17 padded practices total. Man, we had 17 padded practices plus in a week back in the day, and you'd have 6 weeks to this. So there's not the opportunities to really get your team together on the same page. And I honestly believe that this may be a big advantage for the Cowboys, actually having brought back some of their free agents and having these guys in the same situations or same offensive things. Now let's pray. Let's pray that we end up getting a lot more wrinkles put in by Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore, towards the end of the season, did not seem to be very creative. In fact, the thing I wish our offense would figure out is what their identity is. What is the thing that the Dallas Cowboys are going to do that's going to say, this is our bread and butter? That when all else fails, we can do this and we're going to be successful with it. Also, let's keep on going here on the Dalton Schultz bandwagon here. Dalton Schultz doesn't have any designs of being any place else and hopes that the team can work on a long-term deal. And he believes that that's what the team's goal is. And this is the place that he wants to be. The thing for the Cowboys, everything in life is a risk. If I walk out the front door and hop in my car and drive to the store, it's a risk involved in it. I could be killed on the highway, okay? I mean, heck, I could be eating a chicken wing and choke on a bone on it, Everything in life is a risk. And you have to be willing to take some risks. For the Cowboys, when you think about that $10.9 million cap hit, you can take a risk and say, let's get a long-term deal done. It may end up being that, hey, he ends up being, Jason Witten. It may end up being that he ends up being Blake Jarwin. You don't know. But if they do take that risk, they could take that $10.9 million cap number, that hit, and they can reduce it substantially, probably get it down in the $4 million range for next year. In which case you could look and say, hey, we got an extra $6 or $7 million we can spend and bring in some more help for this team. And as much as we want to get the big name free agents out there, In the early part of free agency where everybody's excited, the Honey Badgers, the uh, Bobby Wagners and things. That's not the Cowboys' MO. The Cowboys just don't do that. But they have been able to find some decent players that, as Stephen Jones would say, value pickups that have actually done some good stuff for us. And maybe that's the Cowboys' plan. Instead of us getting one or two big guys over here, free agents, that we're going to go ahead and say, hey, we've got $26 million. We get Dalton Schultz deal done. We got $30 million. We can get maybe 6 or 7 really good guys. That way we have a whole second level of players to be able to throw a second wave, that if we lose a Tyron Smith, that we have, other guys that can step in. Um, so that's where we are with that. Dalton Schultz in there working out, put on some extra weight, some extra muscle, hopefully, and wanting to get a good deal. And if you're trying to get a good deal, the way to do that is by looking really good. So with that being said, I'm going to get back to some other stuff here because I'm working on, oh man, Jordan Davis. You guys know how much I would love to have Jordan Davis on this defense. Whew. You have to just kind of go, whew, when you say Jordan Davis. That's the kind of guy this team needs. And with that being said, I got some more work to do, y'all. I'll see you soon.